Hello, today I'm heading back to set 9 to have a few games with the boa list that Noos was able to take to top 4 in the Oceania Championships. I'm not going to do a big breakdown of this list, none of these cards are new, you're going to know what they all do, you can take a screenshot and take a look at the list right now if you'd like. Let's get straight into the games. Got a game into Shanks, he chose to go first. Sounds looking pretty good, we've got the Red Rock, we can do a Law, I'm going to keep this one. We can go with the Sengoku on our Tudon turn, of course. He goes with the Uta. Why not? Grabs a 10 Shanks, so that's already a good target for our Red Rock, right? We'll go with this. Gonna grab the Jinbei here, I think. Makes a lot of sense to me. And then we'll end the turn. We'll see what he does. Might just attack 5-5, might attack 8. Yeah, he says lots of boas pro plays recently. Yeah, they got top 8. It's a bit of a... Yeah, apparently a lot of boas. Who knew? A lot of people wanting to try it out. Myself included, of course. Myself included. Five and 5, we'll counter out this one, I think. Presumably this is just another 5. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm still learning. We'll give that. And then maybe this is another 5. I think we'll give this, because then we can pick up the Sengoku. We can attack the Sengoku, pick up the Sengoku, and then draw a card. Seems reasonable. So I'm happy to just counter out both of these. Stay nice and healthy. We'll go 2 into 2. No point doing 5 into 2 because he's just going to counter. So we'll do Jinbei into Law, bounce the Sengoku, bounce nothing else, draw a card, end the turn. And we've got 2 nice bodies already. Seems decent. Seems decent. $7k, 3 for something. 1 for an Uta, 2 for a Red Hawk, I'm guessing. I'm going to take this one. Definitely not going to use that trigger. That trigger will be excellent. Let's see how the game goes, bro. Let's see how it goes. I'm not very experienced as Boa or against Boa, so there we are. Don't really have anything I really want to do this turn. We can Sengoku. I am obviously going to play around the Red Hawk. That's a no-brainer. Let's go with the Sengoku, see if we get anything good. I don't mind just playing out the Law. We can just pick up the Sengoku, maybe. The Doflamingo could be good. Getting the block. I think I kind of like getting the blocker down. So if we want 3 for this, we can put 1 on each of these so they can't get killed. So we'll do that. Genius. Then we'll attack for 6. He can obviously, I guess he can kill the Sengoku, but I'm not that worried about that. We'll go 6 with the Law. Gonna give us an Otama. No point attacking with the leader. I'll just play out the Doffy blocker. And we'll start placing on the top. This pudding is going to be quite nice, I think. We're going to 8, so yeah, we can do pudding next time. I think I'll draw the pudding. I'd quite like the boa. Jinbei's also not bad, though. A lot of good cards here. We also don't have a ton of counter. So, you know, there's that. I think I'm probably going to... He's probably going to play out a 7-cost Ben. So I think we don't want to Red Rock that. So the Boa could be good. I think the Pudding's just going to be really strong. If he plays out just a Ben, we can get 2 cards out of his hand. That seems great. So we'll go with that. Then I think we'll draw the Boa the turn after that, then the Jinbei. Something like that. Yeah, it seems reasonable. We'll return those there and end the turn. Obviously not attacking with the leader because he had, well, he had 3 open. Not really sure what the third one's for, but he had 2 open for Red Rock. Not Red Rock, Red Hawk. Too many events with similar names. Interesting. Not going to be a... I'm just going to block this. I'd quite like to keep my my Law. Goes with the Ace. It's fine. Can't really do much about that. We can Jozu it, but obviously not this turn. I think we're just going to go with the pudding here. That seems pretty good to me. Yeah, we're going to go with the pudding. Get some cards out of his hand. Then we'll go... I'm going to go one for the loss. I think we'll go 666. Just keep demanding one card at a time. Keep demanding those 2Ks. Never want to swing 5 into Shanks. It's just a bad number. Going to take. Okay, well, here's another 6. Going to take, or is he going to keep? Sorry, take or counter? Keep? What does that mean? What does that even mean? Gives us 2 1Ks. Oh, you love to see that. Well, now you can give us a leader effect and a 1K, because I do want to get this blocker down. Gives us a Ben. We'll deploy this, and then the turn. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. He's down at 4 cards, 3 life. His board is weak. He does remove that. He's going to be able to remove a lot of our board this turn. 5 into 2 is fine. I think I am going to red rock the Rayleigh. 6 into 3 is also fine. Yeah, I think I am going to red rock the Rayleigh. We could boa the Rayleigh. We could boa the Rayleigh and use the red rock next turn. No 2K is a little rough, but I mean, it's our fault, right? We, yeah, we did that. We could Jozu the ace and then attack into it. That doesn't seem great. I think we'll go with the boa. We can go 8 into the ace, and then if he saves it, we can swing 5 with the pudding into life. That seems reasonable. Yeah. We'll deploy this, freeze this, get rid of that to draw a card. Nice, we knew the Jimbo was there. Then we'll go 8 into the ace. And then if he uses his leader effect in a 2K, which I don't think he has a 2K, but if he saves it, we'll attack with the pudding. He doesn't save it, so we'll just leave the pudding standing up. 1 don't open, 4. Honestly, nothing. But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. Another Rayleigh. 6 into 5. We will have to take, because we don't have any 2Ks. The Kaido's really good, though. The Kaido is very good. We're not going to get our leader effect, but it is what it is. Is the Kaido that good? I mean, it gets a 10-12 down, right? It's got to be good. Let's do 5 on 5. He'll just leader effect. We will attack with the boa. We'll give him another 5 on 5. He'll have to give us something. Be it a card, an event, a life. We get something, right? Gives us a Roo. That's cool. I'm going to go with this, bounce this, and nothing else. End the turn. Unfortunately, we don't get the leader effect, but it's just so good, right? We get a 10-12. You can't sleep on a 10-12. That's crazy. The Rayleigh comes straight back down. Gonna remove the Boa Hancock. Almost certainly. 6 into 5. I don't want to give him this because then 9 goes into our life. So I think I will counter this despite it being a bit sus. We'll give him that. And we'll give him the... Honestly, probably the Jozo at this point. And then he can attack the Rayleigh into it. Yeah, but we protected our life from an 8K, right? And he definitely has a red rock. Keep wanting to say red rock, a red hawk or some kind of event. Presumably guard point or rad beam at this point. Definitely not playing that. I think we're gonna red rock one of these. We'll attack 11 into the other. Could do 13. I like 13 actually. Because that's really hard for him to counter out of. Yeah, I think I like 13. Because if this is a rad beam, he still has to use leader effect rad beam and a card, or rad beam and a card. And then we can still attack for 6 with our leader. And we're going to red rock this other Rayleigh. I think we're in a very strong position. I do think we're in a strong position. Let's it go. Seems sensible to me. Let's go 6 with the boa. Then we'll red rock this Rayleigh. And he gives us a Sanji 2K. Nice. Get rid of that. Use the card action. End the turn. We draw a Kaya. Did know the stack still, but I'll be honest, I forgot. I've not been keeping great track of it. Yasop, it's fine. Feeling a little bit like a goober for getting rid of that Jozu now. Just was expecting the Shanks, and he simply hasn't had it. 9 into 5. Yeah, sure, we'll take that one. Borsalino, not quite what I was looking for, but it's not too bad. We can probably go with the Kaya, then go with the Jinbei into the Doflamingo, just to get a blocker down. We can even go with a Law as well. Maybe we don't need all that, though. Maybe we just go with the Law. Let's go with the Kaya. I want to cycle out. Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice. Okay, go to this Borsalino and go to the Pudding. The Jozu's excellent. That's the best play by far. So we're going to do 6 for that. And we'll have 3 left. We can do 1 for Sengoku and 2 on Leader. So we'll swing 7 here. See what he does with the 7. Either 2, maybe an event. I guess he can kill the Kaya. That would be a little bit of a shame. But he doesn't. He uses his Leader effect and gives us a Ben. So now I think we Jozu. Because it doesn't matter if he has this Yasop now. So we'll Jozu. Bounce this. Bounce that. Attack in 12 on 6. And then I guess we can play out the Sengoku. Why not? I'm going to grab the blocker, honestly. The blocker could be pretty clutch. Yeah. End the turn. I don't see how we lose this one right now. I mean, it's always possible, but I think we're in a good spot. Rayleigh blocker. Could get him back in the game. Ditches the Yasop, we know about that. Lucky Roo. 5 into 5. Definitely going to go no on that one. Don't think we need 2 Jinbeis at this point, so we'll ditch one of the Jinbeis. We're going to go Jinbei Law, bounce this, bounce that. So if we play one character, we go to 6, then the Jinbei Law goes to 4, then Goku goes to 5, so we still get the draw. So we can play... No, but then we're playing over this. Oh, it's really awkward. Very awkward. I guess we can play the Kaya and then play over the Kaya to get the draw. We get a big cycle. Seems reasonable. Okay, that's a lot of Kayas. Let's give him the Doflamingo blocker. Then we go with Jinbei into Law over probably Sengoku. Bounce Kaya, bounce Roo. Use the card action, get another card. Such good value. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. Let's go 7 with this. And then we'll go probably 9 with Boa. And then the big swing with Kaido. And then we can just deploy one of our laws. Going to use that there, that's fine. I think we'll go 9 with the Boa. He's going to have to take or block one of these and then take or block the other. Unless this is a rad beam. It is a rad beam. And he already used his leader effect, so we're in a really good spot. Attack 12 on 5, he'll have to take. Or block. Choose to take. Let's deploy the law. And end the turn. So I think we've got it just about wrapped up here. Don't see a way for him to come back into this one. Does have the Rayleigh. The Rayleigh is something, but it's not looking too hot. It's not looking too hot. GG, you got it. Yeah, well played. Well played. Anyway, that was a nice win. We were just able to keep a lot of tempo on him, and the Pudding just kind of gutted his hand. It got rid of the Shanks, which was really nice. Either way, let's move on. If you're still watching, do consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me out, and you'll get more content delivered straight to your feed. Okay, we're going to get into Dofi. We go first, always. This is not bad. I would like to see a law, though. I think I'm going to mulligan this. Really looking for that law. Let's go with the Sengoku in the first instance. We don't get the law. Probably just going to grab our Mihawk in that case and end the turn. He's going to go with the Sengoku of his own. Grabs a Bow Hancock. Very nice. And then just a pass. Not bad. Gonna go with another Sengoku. There's that law. That's what we were looking for. Do I want to play out this law? I generally do like to. So I'm going to attack in for 6. Excuse me. And then we'll play out the blocker law. And then the turn. He just takes... They always take the first hit, does the Dofi. Dofi always takes his first hit. I think we counter this one because then we can get a card by bouncing one of his. So we'll just give him the Mihawk. No blocker, give him the Mihawk. Then we're likely to see Jinbei into Boa. Yeah, seems standard stuff. Standard stuff, what can you say? We're going to go with our Jinbei into the law. Nothing else really doing. We'll go 6 with leader. Just so that he can't free block. And he does take again. So we'll go Jinbei into law. Bounce Sengoku. Bounce Boa. Use the card action. End the turn. Very nice. So we've managed to establish a couple guys. Next turn, we could go with a red rock. We've got many choices next turn. We can go with Sengoku. I'd love to see a Jozu. I think I'll counter out of this one just because it's very easy. We'll go no blocker. Give him the Croc. Don't need 2 of those. Jinbei Boa. And then we'll see the leader effect playing out something else. No doubt. I'll probably take this one. And then we'll get a draw for turn as well. We'll be on 6. So no matter what we bounce with, we will at least get a card. Which is reasonable. Yep, 7 into 5. Plays a... don't love that. Don't love that. He can return our Jinbei. Or blocker law. Could return that. Could also just pick up his own law. Yeah, it does return the Jinbei. We'll go no blocker and resolve. We get a Sengoku. Borsalino's good, but we have too many cards now, unfortunately. I think we'll still go with the Borsalino. I don't think we have any better plays. We'll deploy this, go to that. Then we'll attack 5 into 5. He's going to counter. We'll see if we can get one more K out of him. We can. Very nice. He's on 3 and 7. We're on 4 and 6. About the same board state, really. We do have this Borsalino, though. This Borsalino is very nice. Just being pretty impossible for him to remove. They don't tend to play the 7-cost Croc. 7 into 5, Jinbei Law. Yeah, I hate to see it. He's drawn 3 Jinbeis so far. That's pretty rude. I'm just going to block this one. Just going to block this one. Could have countered out of that. Might have been better to counter. We'll definitely counter that. We'll give him one of these Sengokus. We don't need 3 of him. 7, we're going to counter this one and then we'll take the last one. So we'll give him this and probably the Sengoku. And then we'll take this. Resolve, no trigger. We do get a law. It's pretty decent. It is pretty good. Crocodile. Why not? Jozu's also good. We've got choices here now. We do have choices here. If we go Jinbei Law, we will get the draw, and I think that's going to be the tipping point for me. As much as the Jozu is harder to bounce, I do really like getting the draw. And I think we'll do both of those. We'll start with 8 into the Law. Try and get the clear on that. He gives us 2 2s though, so that's okay. Let's go 5 into the Law. Keep just taxing these resources. Okay. Well, let's go Jinbei into Law. Bounce Sengoku. Bounce Jinbei. We'll give him all these Jinbeis and hopefully he has no targets for the Jinbeis. That's the plan anyway. That is the plan. Then we'll go with the Law. Do we want to pick up the Borsalino? I think not. We'll just go... No, we'll go with the Sengoku and then just bounce the Sengoku again. Yeah, that's smart. We'll grab here a 2K. And then we'll go with the Law. Bounce the Sengoku, give him back the Jinbei again. End the turn. So the plan here is keep giving him back Jinbei. and hope he has nothing to play out, or at least nothing that's good to play out with the Jinbei. I think he's still slightly in the lead, but you can debate that. I do only say that because I think his deck is simply better than ours. There's a buggy. It's not a great stacker. That sort of give me the... not the third law, bro. The third law is rude. We're going to counter this one. We'll give him the Crocodile and the Sengoku. I do like having the Sengoku, though. Could be the Doffy blocker. I think it's the Doffy blocker. I think it's that. 6. I mean, if he wants to do 10, I guess we lose the Borsalino. But I don't think he does 10. That's a pretty weak play for him. So I'm just going to counter this one. And then we'll take this last Laws hit. I'm presuming it's going to be 6. Yeah, we'll just take this one. And then this is going to be 4 for Jinbei into something. Jinbei Moria, sure. Grabs back Croc. Okie dokie. So we can Borsalino again. I do like that. Borsalino tax his hand. Seems good. Develop the Law. That's going to be 8. So we've got 2 Don for fun. Let's first go 8 into Law. Try and get rid of it. Let's try and get rid of as many of these bloody Laws as possible. Let's go 5 into Law. Let's go 5 into Law. Counters again. Let's go 7 into Law. He doesn't let it go. He does not want it to go. It's crazy. Let's get rid of 1. Use the card action, draw a card. And we'll deploy one of these, end the turn. We've got a little blocker. We don't have a lot of counter. It must be said. That must be said. But I think for him to keep pushing aggro is a little crazy because he's only got 3 cards in hand. He is running out of cards. And we've got this blocker. He also can't have any more Laws, right? There's 1 in the trash, 1 at the bottom, 1's here. Boa is something he could have a couple of. We've also seen no Weevils, which is a little crazy. There's the Boa. There's the Boa that we anticipated. Gonna bottom, though. Okay, nothing good in the top 3. Interesting. 7 to 5. YOLO's into a Weevil, though. I mean, you don't get much better than that. You don't get much better than that. Let's just block this one. That's going to be his biggest hit this turn, unless he really wants to do like a 9. But all 3 of these can attack. So you've got to imagine he's going to split, right? 7 into 5. Honestly, I don't really mind if he takes out these Laws that much, do I? Do I? Is that correct? Well, I can't defend this one anyway, so we'll just resolve. Yeah, we can't really block these hits anyway, so we'll just let him have them. We'll let him have them, and then we'll defend this 5. We'll give him the Jinbei. I don't think we really need the Jinbei at this point. We get a buggy. That's quite nice, just being a little 2k there. Probably going to just Jozu this Hancock. So let's go 8 into the Weevil. Get rid of it. Very nice. Let's go 8 into the Law. Get rid of it. Very nice. So 1 for Sengoku. Not a huge fan of any of those. I think we're going to develop the Law, so I'll just grab the Jinbei as a 1k. Could develop double Law. It's going to cost 7. We're already down 1. I would like to attack 7 into the Moria. So I think I'll just take the Jinbei as a 1k. Turn that there. Then we can go deploy this, bounce that. Use the card action, draw a card. We get a Doffy blocker. That's pretty good. Then I'm going to go 7 into the Moria. Get rid of that. This is looking good. And then we'll develop the blocker. I think we've got this one. I do think we've got this one. It was a little tricky in the early game. He got a crazy amount of Jinbeis. But just these extra draws that we've been getting, and these Borsalinos have been crazy good. I'm tempted to go up on this card. This card is so good in this matchup. There's a Boa. That's fine. That is fine. And this Law block is just very annoying for him to deal with. Because if he's bouncing that, he's not bouncing any of our other cards, and he bottoms again. Not really sure what he's looking for, in all honesty. 7 into 5 plays out a Teach. That's definitely not what he was looking for. I think we will counter this one. We'll go no blocker, give him the Buggy, and the Dofi blocker. Yeah. And then we'll block the Jinbei swing with this. If it's, presumably it's going to be 9. I don't know, he might play out another 4 cost. Just passes. Wow. Okay, I don't think that's the move. I really don't think that's the move. Let's go with this. Go to that. Use the card action. We get a Sengoku. Why not? We'll go 5 into Teach. Just get rid of it. We'll go 7 into Doffy. And he concedes. Yeah, so I think we had that one wrapped up regardless. Don't think there was much he could have done. Yeah, we just played the tempo game really well. Got a lot of good cards. These Borsalinos are insane in the matchup because they just get rid of a guy for good and then they stick around because it's really hard to remove him. But yeah, who knew? Boa can keep up with the best of them with Dofi. Who's the best blue deck, really? It's Doflamingo, but Boa's pretty fun too. Gotta go into Blackbeard and we're going first. What are we looking for in this matchup? I feel like we're just looking for Red Rock is the main thing. Because he's going to turn off all our on plays. So I think I'm going to mulligan that. No Red Rock, but we can still drop the Kaya. We'll deploy that. There's no way we're going to get to use that. There's just no way he's letting us do that. We do get the Red Rock, that's really nice. The Law could be good. If he gives us the opportunity to. I think we're ditching the Pudding. If his hand's ever that big, he's probably not going to let us Pudding him. So, but by turning off our on plays, of course. I think this is a bit of a weird matchup, right? Because a lot of our... Sure, just go to the feet. A lot of our stuff is... Shiryu. Okay. A lot of our stuff is on play. But equally, we have the Red Rock for his Jesus and for his Teach. So, I could see this going either way. I'm going to go 2 into the feet. With the Kaya. I don't care about the Kaya. He's probably not going to let us bounce anything anyway. So it's whatever. He could defend this with the 2k if he really wants to. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Like if we attack 3 here, he just lets it go. And then he can choose to defend his life with a 1. I think the best play here is just to do 2 into 1 and then 6 into 5. If he wants to defend either of those things, he has to give us a 2k. So we at least get that out of him. And he doesn't have that. So let's just go 6 on 5. Nice, takes. 5 into 0, yep, we're not saving that. And then, Jesus Burgess, does he turn off a 1 place? He should. And he does, very smart, very smart. So we're going to go 6 at lead. And then we'll play out the Mihawk, I guess. It has the best when attacking. Yeah, I guess we'll go with the Mihawk. It's not the biggest deal. Am I going to Red Rock the Burgess? I don't know. I don't think so. 6 into 5. He needs to decide whether he wants to take or not. I'm sure I've played this guy before. Yeah, this guy's username rings a bell. He's taking his time, though. He takes his time, all that time, and then just takes. I think we'll play out the Mihawk just on the off chance that he gives us our on plays. We can use the Law. He really shouldn't, but you never know. He might make a misstep. Gonna counter this first one, I think. Because we don't know if... No, the Burgess isn't attacking. There's no way the Burgess attacks. The Burgess attacks? Surely not. He must have Vasco shot. It's the only explanation. We'll counter this one. We'll give him the... Law. We'll give him the Law. There's no way he gives us our on plays anyway. Okay, he has the removal on that. That's fine. It's not my favourite, but it is what it is. And yeah, it turns off our effects. So I definitely want to remove this Burgess. If we at all can. How many does he have in trash? He has 3, so we need to attack at least 8. So I guess we're attacking 8 and playing out the Jinbei. That's fine. do really want rid of this Burgess. Is it even worth it to play out the Jinbei? He just taps these. That's a little awkward. That's a little awkward, actually. He might save this as well. This might be a blunder from me here. This might be a blunder. I think maybe we were supposed to just attack everything into the Burgess. Potentially. Unsure. We'll see what he does. He's taking his time on every decision. He does counter out, though. Don't love it. I think we're in a bad spot here. We'll just go with the Jinbei and the turn. He can rest these, sadly. There's not a lot we can do about it. Does use the Searcher event, grabs a Lafitte. Yeah, Lafitte comes down. I think we're cooked. I think we are cooked. Maybe we need to use this Red Rock next turn. But that kind of sucks. Having that removal on the 6, with specifically the Laboon and the Dock Q, is really scary. He attacks with the Laboon. So he has 4 for an event. We'll counter out of this one because we can. We can't counter anything else. We got a lot of bricks. Yeah, pretty rough. Yeah, okay, here's the Vernauga. Sure, same thing. Can we ever come back into this? I don't think so. I think this game's over. We need Raging Tiger, and we just don't have it. We only play 1 anyway. If we had Raging Tiger here, we could get rid of these, probably get rid of Laboon, and then we sort of reset the board a bit. But without that, I think this game's just over. What's the best play we can make? Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to work out what we're supposed to do here. I think I'm just going to scoop it up, honestly. We might as well play it on. We'll deploy the Red Rock. Get rid of the Burgess. Go 7 into Laboon. And then play out a Sengoku. Sure, he can just rest the Dock Q, but I don't know. I think we've just lost anyway. Grabs another Burgess. Yep, Dock Q clears the Sengoku. Yeah, this is not looking good at all. Yeah, I'm just going to concede. There's no way for us to win this from here. There's absolutely no way. He had the Teach as well. But, yeah, this turn he can, like, develop the Burgess. Attack in again for 9. Gets us to 0. Or at least to 1. No, tough game. Not sure where we went wrong. Let me know what you think. Potentially, I should just Red Rock the Burgess on that previous turn. I thought he might let it go at 8. But maybe that was foolish. Either way, well played to our opponent. And let's move on. So, let me know what you thought of those games. Let me know how you thought I did with Boa. This is not the deck I have the most experience with, I must say. I've played a lot more Dofi than Boa. But I think this is similar but different is a good way to describe it, I'd say. Of course, a lot of the cards in this deck, like the Jinbei combos and your 2Ks, and the events, are fairly similar to what you might be playing in your Doflamingo deck. This deck definitely does have its own feel for it. It's much... I don't know if I'd say trickier is the right word, but there's a certain playstyle that you've got to get used to how many cards are in your hand and how many are going to be in your hand after you do your combos, like your Laws, your Jozus and such, so that you get the most value out of this leader effect. Sometimes I find myself countering with this deck, when with most other decks, I'd happily just take. Because if we give like 2 cards, go down a little bit in hand size, but then draw 1, there's less of a downside to that. Either way, I think this list's very good. I potentially would like to see another Borsalino and potentially even another copy of Raging Tiger, but I don't really know what I'd cut. Maybe this Dofi, he doesn't feel amazing, but I do get what it's there for. It's so that you can Dofi their Jozu, and they can't then Jozu your Dofi in the matchup with Doflamingo. So I get it, and of course he's searchable, which is nice. And in set 10 we won't really have this issue, because everyone's kind of just switched to playing Kairos, because the body is so much better. 7-9 is an exceptional stat line, and hitting a 5 is just sort of a happy middle ground between these two. Either way, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do remember to like and subscribe if you did. It does help me out a lot. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.